This is the LMTV. We're going to go how to respond to an incident using this vehicle. There's several things. We're going to go about safety, how to start up, get the pumps going, and how to initiate all the stuff on the inside, turn on the lights, and go over radios and emergency lighting. Okay, so whenever we get a call, we're going to respond in one of the LMTVs, engine 14 or engine 21. First thing you're going to want to do is kick on the master power switch. It's right here back on this pillar. So we're going to switch it to on. We're going to turn off the air hose and unplug it. Make sure all these valves are closed. These are the air tanks for the brakes. On the inside of the vehicle, make sure you always have 3 points of contact. We're going to go over what we're going to do with this vehicle before we leave the bay. We're going to make sure there's no chock blocks in front of the tires. We're going to make sure that all these doors are closed. Our hoses are secure, to include our draft hoses. We're going to come around to the back, make sure nothing's hanging off. That all our hoses are secure where they're supposed to be. We do full rock around of the vehicle, check all the tires, make sure these are closed, all our attachments are secure. Make sure our fuel cap is on and our doors shut. Alright. So upon entering the vehicle, you have a switch here. It says master. This is what turns on the truck. We have another switch that's right here. This is a preheater for the glow plugs. We're going to push this anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. Once we've reached that point, we're going to hit the starter switch. She is ready to go. This is a service light control box. This is a military type control box. Has blackouts, panel dims, and all this stuff for military tactical situations. But we're not going to worry about that. What we're going to do is when we get in the vehicle, we're going to hit enter, service drive, enter. This turns all your lights on. If you do not turn this on, blinkers and brake lights will not work. Alright, if we're running emergent to a call, here's how the lighting works on the box. We have overheads, you're going to turn the ones above, and markers. These are the side markers on the front and rear of the vehicle. You're also going to make sure that your 800 radio is on, and your co-pilot will run the siren box over here. In order to run your sirens, you're going to hit this switch right here, which turns the box on. You're going to move it over to wail, high, low, and you also have an air horn. Your co-pilot should be working this box. When you're ready to drive the vehicle, you have a transmission control box. This has an Allison military style transmission. You're going to hit drive and release the air brakes. If you ever get into a situation where you have to put it in four-wheel drive, you have a mode button here. You hit it and you will see that the transmission indicator will switch to 5 gears. That means it's in four-wheel drive. Alright, when you get to your location and you're ready to park the vehicle, you're going to hit neutral and you're going to pull the parking brake. So another feature that this vehicle has is what's called a continuous air system. It has a control box and it helps change the air pressure in the tires to the conditions that you're driving on. The way this works is you have a box right here with several buttons on it. This first one is highway. The second is cross country. The third is sand. And then these two are for emergency situations. If you have a flat tire and you still need to move, it'll constantly blow air into the tire so that you can get to your destination. Alright, when switching to a different mode, you just push the button once. When the light is flashing, it's either releasing or adding air to the tires. When it's solid, it is finished. Alright, next we're going to go over the instrument cluster from left to right. We have our horn. This is also our turn signals. There's also our high beams and our windshield washers. You just turn. This is our transmission control box. Has drive, neutral, reverse, four-wheel drive, selection up and down on gears. From here we have this is a fording switch. This is when you're fording water. It's more than 48 inches. It cuts off the electric fan. This is a lamp test. When you're doing PMCS of the vehicle, it turns on all the lights on the control panel. This is an ether switch. This vehicle does not have ether, but if it did, you turn this on for cold weather starting. Our gauges from here are our front air brake and our rear air brake. They should be anywhere from 65 psi to 120. If it's not there, the brakes will not unlock. Obviously, our fuel gauge, our miles per hour gauge, it's our control cluster, oil pressure, voltage regulator, water temps, preheater for the glow plugs, lights. This is our starter, our master power switch. This switch is obsolete. This is our road hazards. This is the air filter. This tells you the condition of the air filter and how much air it's drawing in. And this is the high idle. On the air filter gauge here, this is a restriction. It shows restrictions. When this starts going up, the air filter is telling you the air filter needs to be replaced. If it's not replaced, the engine won't start. Okay.
Do the Vanna White.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over engine 14. What's in some of these boxes back here? What some of this stuff on the side is. Starting with over here, this is antifreeze tank. These are the side plugs for it. This is oil fill, transmission fill. This is your oil dipstick. This is your air filter, and this is the air pump for our tanks. This is our battery box. This is our chainsaw and axe box. This is fuel and kitty litter for oil spills. Along the back here, this is our 1.5" pre-connect wildland hose with our tank recirculator and our hose reel attachments. This is our hose reels over here. This is the pump. Here is our drafting intake. Various attachments with the dripper. This is our piss bags. Additional wildland hose ranging from 1 inch to 3 inches. This is our hand tools from axes to shovels. In our last box, we have our road hazards, and we have a couple of smoky packs up top. And that's it for engine 14. Alright, first thing we're going to do is pull the emergency brake. Let's put the vehicle in neutral. Next thing we're going to do is turn off the lights. You hit all off and enter. Sometimes you have to do it twice. Last thing we do before exiting the vehicle is kill the master. Kill the master power switch, which turns off the radios inside the vehicle so we don't kill the battery. Alright, the next thing we do is hook up the air hose and turn on the tank valve. After that, we're going to do a walk around, make sure everything is in place, no doors are open, no hoses are hanging down, so when someone gets on the next call, it's ready to go. And that is it for engine 14. All right, we're gonna go over what you're gonna do before you leave. All right, hi. How are you guys doing? We're gonna be going over to LMTV today. Yeah. We're gonna go.